Pour yourself something strong, folks, because we're diving into one of the wildest upsets March Madness has served up this year. High Point. Yeah, that High Point. The Big South squad nobody had leaving the first weekend just sent Wisconsin packing in a game that had bracket sheets bursting into flames from coast to coast. This wasn't a fluke. This wasn't luck. This was a mid major program with a game plan, ice in their veins, and the guts to take down a powerhouse when it mattered most. On this episode of Bourbon Beer and Basketball One on One, we're breaking down exactly how the Panthers pulled off this stunner. We're talking defensive adjustments, clutch 3-point shooting, and what happens when a 15 seed believes they belong on the same court as a team that had dreams of cutting down the nets in a few weeks. Whether you had Wisconsin in your Final Four or you're one of the brave souls who saw this chaos coming, this is the kind of March magic that makes us love tournament time. So grab your favorite bourbon, crack open a cold one, and settle in as we dissect the upset, analyze what went wrong for the Badgers, and celebrate what went incredibly right for High Point. This is the kind of story that reminds us why we fill out our brackets every year, because when March rolls around, anything is possible, and tonight, the Panthers prove it. With that, we bring in our guest, panel member of the hit show Bourbon Beer and Basketball, airing every Wednesday through the tournament on YouTube, Casey Wick.
What's going on, everybody?
Casey, great win for you. Just one seed shy of getting that double points in our draft challenge. But you are in sole possession of first place with 9 points. How does that make you feel?
Happy to have it for now. I'm hoping luck keeps going my way.
Yeah. High Point University's stunning upset over Wisconsin represents one of the biggest March Madness shockers in recent tournament history. The Panthers, a Big South program from North Carolina, entered as a 12 seed facing a Wisconsin team with Final Four aspirations. This David versus Goliath matchup showcased everything college basketball fans love about tournament time: grit, execution, and the belief that anything can happen when the bracket drops. High Point's victory sent shockwaves through brackets nationwide and became an instant classic upset story that proved NIL has not killed Cinderella just yet. So let's set the scene. What was your immediate reaction when that final buzzer sounded and High Point had actually done it?
Well, to keep it PG for TikTok, I mean, holy crap. Um, I was at work watching it on my phone, and I'm like, oh my god, like they're actually in this. Like, I picked them to win, but let's be honest. I mean, when you see a 12 seed versus a five, you know that your odds are not in your favor. But they played them tough. Yeah, I mean, the first half, like they were down two, and they brawled it. Wisconsin I don't think Wisconsin expected it.
Yeah. Walk us through High Point's game plan going in on this. They identify Wisconsin's weakness, and how did they exploit them?
Shockingly, I think they realized that they matched up in the paint a little bit better than Wisconsin probably thought they did, because they had 13 offensive rebounds, um, which led to a huge, secondary chance for points there. But it wasn't the same High Point team you saw all year. I mean, they rotated deep on their bench. Everybody, they had 9 players playing this game with um, 7 of those 9 having double digits in the minutes column. Like they rotated the bench, they stayed fresh, they just kept attacking. And defensively, they've been pretty good, especially in their conference with steals and shooting percentage. So they just kept going. I mean, the Wisconsin still shot pretty decent at 48% and 39% from three. And yeah, they just kept adapting everything Wisconsin threw at them. So their coach could be on his way to a bigger program.
Yeah, and that deep bench is in stark contrast to my Siena team that I had picked that almost took down Duke. They didn't sub anybody out until the final minute of the game, which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah,
Uh,
they were gasping there at the end.
yeah, High Point hit some massive three-pointers down the stretch. Talk about their offensive execution when Wisconsin was trying to mount a comeback.
I mean, if anybody watched that Miami Redhawks game, it was kind of a similar feeling where every time Wisconsin would claw their way, back and take the lead, and it was going back and forth, High Point would just come down and just nail a dagger. And at some point, Wisconsin had to know they were in a street fight, and they lost.
Yeah. Huh, excuse me. Hot take time. Was this more about High Point being that good or Wisconsin not showing up when it mattered? Where do you land?
I think it was a perfect storm of both. I think to go 30-4, now 31-4 on the season, everybody looks at their conference and just kind of automatically diminishes the record, right? Wisconsin had some really good wins in the Big Ten, but then they also had some really bad losses. So I think it was High Point came and played the same game they've been playing all year. Wisconsin kind of played down to their level of competition, and it kind of bit them in the butt.
Yep. What does this upset mean for the rest of not just the Big South Conference, but mid-major programs trying to get respect on a national stage?
I mean, I don't think it really changes much. It's a great storyline. Unfortunately, it's going to be what's happening in all of college sports, at least the high dollar ones, where if the coach doesn't go this year, if he has another good year next year, more than likely he's going to get a bigger offer at a better school. Um, I'm sure some teams are going to come calling for some of the players on High Point that have eligibility left that actually put up some points. Rob Martin had a heck of a game, and he's a senior. I would have to dig into it to see if he actually has another year left or if he's a redshirt senior. But yeah, I mean, I would love for the underdogs to be able to kind of make some more runs in this tournament and even future tournaments and get some more respect there. But it's always a great story. I mean, how can you not root for the underdog, especially in such a small, insignificant conference in the money terms versus someone from the Big Ten?
Right. Yeah. Um, it wouldn't be a bourbon beer and basketball if I didn't ask if you're pairing a drink with this upset. What are we pouring to celebrate High Point's victory?
Uh, when I got home, it's been a long week at work. Um, so it was a Jack and a Coke, nothing fancy, just some Jack on the ice with a little splash of good old Coke.
All right. And that's the Coke in a can, not in the baggie. Uh,
The
looking
baggie,
ahead,
the baggie would help.
looking ahead, can High Point keep this momentum rolling, or does the reality of their next opponent, Arkansas, on Saturday, bring them back to earth? What's your prediction?
I mean, it's kind of the same deal. I mean, Arkansas throughout the regular season, minus the SEC tournament, were great at home, but not so good on the road. Um, so it's up to Coach Cal and the yeah, and the Hogs, I should say, the Razorbacks,
Mm,
to show up. I think High Point's going to show up prepared, knowing that now they belong, and that's going to be a level of confidence that, if mentored correctly with the coaching, is going to be a very dangerous team. I still think Arkansas has too much with the way they're playing right now, but um, anything's possible. It is March Madness, and you know, as much as I think Arkansas is going to win it, I'm going to root for High Point.
yeah. Wisconsin beat Michigan, Duke beat Michigan, Arkansas almost beat Duke. So, I mean, they're right there. So, I, I love what their coach said at the halftime. It says, "You just took down a team that beat, I think he said 5 top 25 teams. You belong in this tournament." So, uh, good stuff there.
It goes a long way. I mean, you're talking about kids that are anywhere from 17 to, well, I would say 22 years old, but the way college is right now, it could be 26 years old. Um, you know, the younger kids, like they look at your coach, and that's your leader. That's if he believes in you, you believe in yourself. So that's crucial, especially when there's the real trust. Players can pick up on the fake trust.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Casey. We'll have to get you back on Bourbon Beer and Basketball one-on-one again soon. Maybe your teams have another upset in them tomorrow. But that's all we have for now, folks. High Point takes down Wisconsin 83-82 to advance to round two, where they will play Arkansas on Saturday. Time to be announced. Thank you for joining us. Tune in for our next episode. We'll have Jonathan Yates on talking about his Hogs versus Hawaii. Until next time, y'all stay safe.